Crabman here from Crabman Gaming. Today we are playing Cricket Captain 2020. This is the India save part 11, and this will be the first 2 test matches of a 5 test match series against England. Plenty of implementations here in the final of the Test Championship. India look like they've pretty much made it unless they lose all 5 matches, but it's a real competition to see who finishes second. Australia are playing South Africa. I've forgotten who Pakistan are playing, and we're playing England, trying to bump them out of the top 2. England are in India, so finally I can prepare the ground. India had a very long tour of Australia. They were there for about 4 months. Can I still do it? Can I do the ground yet? I always forget when you can do the ground. Let's have a look at the squad. This was the squad we had when we toured Australia, which was a very successful tour. So sorry for Gill, I'll have to squeeze on out. Who didn't get much of a go? Probably looking for another spinner as well. So this is going to be very tricky indeed. Shami looks all kinds of out of form. It's a real shame. He might have to get bumped out just on this occasion. Shami, same with Kumar, even though he's done well. But I like the Yadav Sharma Bumrah combination. Probably can only pick one out of Yadav and Chahal, so let's see. Haven't you played any first class cricket yet this year? Haven't really. Let's have a look who's got the better average overall. Yadav does. Chahal's in a little bit better form. He's quite expensive though, Yadav, isn't he, in first class cricket? He's played a little bit of test cricket. And let's have a look at Chahal quickly as well. A little bit more economical, but just the 80 wickets. It's not a lot of first-class cricket, so I might just leave Yadav in the team, and I'm just going to have to bump out one more batsman who hasn't played much this year. Well, Prithvi Shaw hasn't played. I've been trying to get him into the team. Vihari came in that last game for Shreyas Iyer. How's he been going? Oh, good first-class 140. He'll probably stay in, even though Prithvi Shaw... Gee, it's close. It's the spare batsman. So hard to choose. I like Shaw because he's really aggressive. Let's go with, even though I wouldn't do it normally, let's go with the youth. He can be the spare batter. Let's play for the future a little bit. Okay, gee, lots of form here for Sharma and Agrawal. It's an absolutely disastrous one-day international section of the tour, probably because India had been in Australia for 4 months, so it was probably enough. Going to look for a spinning wicket, so it's really going to be between Sharma and Yadav for that last spot. I'll give bowling to Jadeja and Ashwin. Pant is going to be my wicketkeeper. Rahul can have some catching as well. Well, we've still got another spot here. Let's give it to Sharma in case I decide to choose him. I'm still not 100% sure who I'm going to choose. Give that to Rohit. Okay, starts on Australia Day. If you didn't know, 26th of January is Australia Day. Oh no, I didn't change pitch. Oh, get another chance. Yep, it's a spinner's pitch. Yeah, don't remind me about this. Losing that one-day series. Why does it tell me on the 13th of January? Maybe that's when I finished. Oh, it is when I finished. Yeah, just don't look at that. It was appalling. All right, any change to the Test Championship? Now, what I do find a little bit annoying is they only change the points at the end of a series, not match by match, which is what happens in real life. I probably will have Jadeja for Prithvi Shaw. That looks to be a pretty good lineup to me. You've got 3 spinners in, just the 2 seam bowlers. It's a raging Turner, and hopefully he can take advantage against the English with a raging Turner. All right, let me just make sure I've got my squad set up. No, not really sure why. Shreyas Iyer is going to bat 5. Pant should be the keeper as well. Sharma, Agrawal, Rahul, Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, Pant, Jadeja, Ashwin, Yadav. Bumrah. All right, let's just make sure I haven't made a too big of a mistake. No, that's okay. Ashwin would like a few wickets. He's not been amazing so far this year. Okay, let's have a look at the English lineup. Dom Sibley, who batted so well in that test against the West Indies just recently. Rory Burns, Joe Denley, he's been moved on. Look at that average, 30, not good enough. Joe Root at 4. Ollie Pope at 5. Joss Butler 6. Ben Stokes 7. He could be batting higher. Chris Wokes 8. Stuart Broad. I think this is Matt Parkinson, the leg spinner. And Jimmy Anderson playing his 450th test match. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but he's still going on and on. I'm glad they're picking him because in last year's version, they stopped picking him. When I did an England save, I just kept picking him until he retired. Let's win the toss, or we have, and we are going to bat. I'll just check on Parkinson. I remember picking him a couple of times in my England save. Yep, it is Matt Parkinson, leg spinner, 100 wickets at 23. Very tidy, but just the one spinner for England. I don't know who the other spinner would be. Oh, Dom Bess or Jack Leach, but they've not selected those two today. Or even someone like a Liam Dawson, maybe. Bit of a career resurgence. All right, let's watch the first 10 overs like I usually do. 3 slips in, that's Plum, Sharma's gone. James Anderson, the swing king himself, swings one into the pads. Let's check just how many games. It's his 157th test match, 616 test wickets. Has Broad made it to 500? He has 500, so over 1,000 test wickets opening the bowling here at the Indians in their first home test of this series. It was really focusing towards the 2020 World Cup, so there was a little bit less test cricket and a little bit more T20 and one-day international cricket is what had been happening. Broad pulls that away, or Rahul pulls it away off Broad. Jimmy Anderson going around the wicket, that's surprising. Agarwal was on fire in the test series, scored 100 in the first innings of every single test against Australia to give himself a huge average. I wonder if it's still here. Yeah, here it is. Look, 200, 126, 127, 165. Incredible by Agarwal. All right, there's the 10 up. All right, my quick shield for today before I move on. Remember, you can find me online, Crabman Gaming on Facebook and at Crabman Gaming on Twitter. Been posting a few different things that I can't put up on YouTube on there as well. Plus, always a great chance to say hello as well, have a quick chat. Love all the people who are posting. As Matt Parkinson comes on, it is his debut. He's played a couple of one-dayers and T20s in the past couple of years. Do love all the comments that people are posting by. I do my best to reply to every single one. Sometimes one just does slip through though, so please don't take offense if I don't reply. It's just the way it loads up on the app. Some just slip right through, and then I look later on my computer and I see that there's a comment. Matt Parkinson's got his first wicket while I'm waffling on. He's got Agarwal, who hasn't got a ton for the first time in 5 tests. He's clean bowled him. Maybe England should have picked another spinner. Kohli comes out, average 52. Didn't have the best of times against Australia. Really, the top 3 were dominating, and Kohli just kind of chipped in, but didn't make any huge contributions. It's lunch on the first day. Rahul's 43 not out. Parkinson and Jimmy have a wicket each. Let's keep going. We'll stay. Any rain in this test? No, sometimes I forget to check. It just alters the tactics slightly. Rahul makes it to 50. Well done. You can be a little bit more aggressive. Don't want to bat too much like Dom Sibley. Although I do love a good, nice, slow test innings. Very exciting indeed. Well, not exciting, but, it's just the thrill of test cricket. The best format. Ben Stokes finally comes on for a bowl after 50 overs. Tends to be how the AI plays. They don't really like to give their 5th bowler too many overs. Look, 7 tests and just the 40 overs for Ben Stokes. And if you look last year, 11 tests, 225, and 255 the year before. So, under-bowled Ben Stokes. He just got the 2 overs as the 5th bowler. India 159 for 2. Rahul 75 not out. Kohli 46 not out. Not losing a wicket in that session. And then Anderson comes on, swings one through the defences of Rahul, a big in-swinger. And he is gone for 79. Kohli and Shreyas Iyer are in. Iyer under a little bit of pressure to make a score. Hasn't really gone on in his first few test matches. We did bring in Vihari for the final test. He made just 8. And then omitted for this series for... not Pant, I've forgotten who else I had as the spare batsman. Okay, 201 for 3. Kohli's just ticking away. There's no rush here from the Indians. Get Ben Stokes on, England. Come on, get him on. 33 minutes left, so we might just go easy against this new ball. Survive to the end of the day. Anderson, he's got Kohli for 85. Another bowled. Swinging in again. Taking middle stump. They're just watching. Outswinger, outswinger, outswinger. Big in-swinger. Takes the stumps. Pant comes in. Test average 49. Let's just see out the day. No big rush. There's the first day done. 253 for 4. Anderson still getting wickets. 3 for 72. He's 38 years old. Still playing test cricket as a bowler. Almost unheard of for a seamer in the last 40 years. Just incredible. And not the ECW wrestler, just incredible. Oh, he's got another wicket as well. Caught behind Ollie Pope with the gloves on. Little inside edge. Josh Buttler not taking the gloves. That's what you found at England in recent times is they have so many keepers. Even in this team, you've got Rory Burns who can handle the gloves. Butler and Pope, they've had Bairstow in there as well. A few other keepers floating around. Shreyas Iyer makes a 50. I think it's his second. It is second 50. He's got an 80. Would like to go on, turn that into 100. Keep his spot in the side. In comes Ravi Jadeja. 33. Batting at 7. Not an insurmountable total that India have at the moment. I do remember this test series a few years ago. It was England in India. And England would come out and make 450 or 500, and then India would come out and smash 700 declared, and then bowl England out for about 300 and just make the final 100 runs themselves. There were very, very high scoring matches. There's another wicket for Anderson. He's got 5. Hoops it in again. Hits the middle stump again. Look how many bowls for Anderson. Just the one LBW. It's because Steve Smith isn't playing. He was always getting out LBW. Ashwin's in. Jadeja's going to be a little bit more aggressive. He's gone to Broad. Broad's bowled him this time. This is like a junior game where everyone gets bowled. No one can hang on to the ball when you first start playing with a hard ball. Broad is bowled. He's bowled Yadav. It's another bowled. Now we've got Umesh Yadav in. Oh, there we go. There's a wicket that isn't a bowled. Ashwin's gone to Anderson. Caught behind. Big caught behind. And just the tail's in. What can the tail do? Big Jim's got 6. Can he get 7? Oh, Yadav smashed in for 6. Take that, Jimmy. Huge 6 down the ground. I think Yadav is quite... I thought he was more aggressive than that. Does hit a lot of 6s though. 30% of his runs are 6s. So it is quite a high percentage. This is a good little last wicket partnership. Bumrah gets 12. It's probably not far off his best. In fact, it is his best test score. Along with Yadav. I think, if I remember rightly, this 31 contained 5 6s. I think it's the lowest score that includes 5 6s hit. I'm pretty sure that is correct. Smashed it off about 10 balls. So he's made 29, near his best. Did get a 6 in. Let's have a look. India all out for 395. Let's go through the batting. Sharma gone early. Agarwal 33. Rahul 79. A good middle order here for India. Kohli 85. Top scoring. Shreyas Iyer 75. All facing pretty similar amount of deliveries. Just 10 for Pant. 44 from Jadeja. Good contribution. 9 for Ashwin. A duck for Yadav. And a handy partnership of 42 at the end between Yadav, who made 29, and career high 12 for Bumrah. Anderson, still the star, 6 for 20. Broad 2 for 101. Wokes just the 1 wicket. And Matt Parkinson on debut 1 for 84. Stokes, no idea why he just bowled the 2 overs. And they're not picking, interesting, they're not picking Jofra Archer either in the side, opting for Wokes, Broad, Anderson. It's interesting, very interesting. All right, bowling time. Bomber is opening the bowling. Test bowling average of 21. It's incredible with Yadav. Very quick, these 2 bowlers. Dom Sibley snicked that behind. That's gone. On his way. There's T on day 2. 13 for 1. At least with this little break, I can bowl these seam bowlers through to about the 15th over. And then just rotate the spinners through. Joe Denley hit outside the line. A lot of tests for Joe Denley without really ever making a test 100 unless he's done it in the game. 20 tests, no test 100s. It's a little bit disappointing. I always think sometimes with the English batsmen as well, you do have to understand they play... That's gone. Joe Denley's gone to Yadav. They play in England a lot and it's overcast and the ball swings. So a good first class average for an English player is 40, whereas a good first class average for an Indian or an Australian is around the 50 mark. It's because the scores are a lot higher. The pitches do a little bit less. So, you know, if you've got an average of 40, so if you look at Rory Burns, 42 is an excellent English average. Dom Sibley, 42. You're not going to see the big 50s unless you're like Joe Denley's 37. Like Joe Root, obviously, is your star. He's 48. Ollie Pope, 50. That's pretty good. Like Josh Butler, just 32. Whereas you have a quick look at the Indians and there'll be 50s all round. 56, 51, 46, 53, 51, 52, even 45 for Jadeja. The averages are a lot higher. So that's just something to keep in mind sometimes with the English batsmen. Okay, let's get Ashwin on. 2 for 39 England. Moved along after that over. Yadav's coming in. He's played 7 test matches. And his first test match of my playthrough here. Bowling to Joe Root. That was a bit down leg side. Don't know why that was a highlight. Didn't seem to be much of a highlight to me. Alright, let's get Jadeja on. Jadeja, what can he do? Oh, that looks like a snick. They're all up. The umpire's raised the finger. Burns is gone. Rory Burns, gone for 32. England 84 for 3. Doing a great job. Let's bring the pace bowlers back on. Well, let's give Jadeja another 1 or 2. No, just give him the 1. Try and make use of these overcast conditions at the end of the day. Doesn't quite work. Let's get some more slips in. Don't mind giving a few runs away. It's the end of day 2. England 102 for 3. They've got plenty of work to do. They've got Joe Root at the crease. Let's open with our pace bowlers. They are going to bowl a lot early and then rely more on the spin as the game goes on. There's a catch at short leg. It's deep short leg. Joe Root makes 46. Doesn't even make 50 this time. Makes a lot of 50s. Doesn't go on to make those huge scores. That's missing the leg stump. Gee, that was a little bit expensive. Let's get Yadav on with Ashwin on as well. Ashwin's just been struggling a little bit, but sometimes just a nice haul sorts your average out. Yadav is Trap Butler. That's absolutely plumb. No need to go to the DRS. Pitching middle and leg, hitting middle. Fantastic bowling as he gets his 2nd wicket. Oops, I got that's other Yadav. No wonder I'm getting confused. I'll give him 1 more. Will it pay off? It's full and straight to Pope. Ollie Pope is gone. England crumbling, collapsing like a stack of cards. The LBWs are coming thick and fast. Chris Wokes is in. Good test average for down the bottom. But I thought that was going to be our first bowler. Yadav's bowling really well. Just keep him on for another over. Yadav to Stokes. Didn't bowl much. Needs to contribute with a bat. He snicked that. That's a huge edge. That's gone as well. Yadav is on fire. Is enjoying coming into this team. couldn't really play 3 spinners in Australia because the pitches were very flat and you needed, 3 seamers, 2 spinners. Whereas in India, and when I can choose the pitch, I'm definitely going to choose a spinning pitch against England because they have less spinners to choose from. Though I'm surprised Dom Bess is not there, or Jack Leach as well. I'm surprised they've gone with really 4 pace bowlers and 1 spinner. Yadav bowling well again. England 174 for 7. They need 22 to avoid the follow-on. That was a snick. I didn't think it was. Stuart Broad edged it behind. Yadav is on absolute fire. It's up to Matt Parkinson here to try and avoid the follow-on. What can he do? First ball in Test cricket. He's gone. He's clean bowled by Yadav. First ball in his debut. He is out. And I am going to bring back Bumrah to Jimmy Anderson. And we're going to go full and straight. What can Chris Wokes do? 11. Can we make England follow on? Anderson's clean bowled, so that was great tactics. Now, because it's a 5-match series, I'm actually not going to enforce the follow on, so it didn't really matter that much because, like I said in the Australia save, what I like to do is bat, lower the confidence of some of the bowlers, although that can backfire if you get out cheaply. So there's still a lot of this game to go, so don't really need to rush. We'll put highlights on for the first 10 again, just to see. It's a beautiful first ball from Sharma. It is nice to see your team bat a little bit. Sometimes you just have those bowling highlights on all the time. There's lunch on day 3. India a long way ahead. Wanting to really punish some of these England bowlers because they just get to pick a squad. I wonder who's in the squad actually. I'll check after this match to see because they pick an 18-man squad. But if we lower the form of some of these bowlers early on, are they going to stick? They'll stick with Anderson, but are they going to stick with Wokes? Are they going to stick with Matt Parkinson if he doesn't get many wickets? Anderson's got another wicket. So we don't need to be too aggressive again. I know we can be. Rahul's gone for 10. In comes Kohli. It's getting quite difficult to bat. The pitch is turning. Parkinson's got his 2nd wicket. Hey, Stokes finally having another bowl. 1 over is all he got. Parkinson's got Agwal. I kind of expect Parkinson to probably get 5 wickets in this innings. As we move into T, commanding position, 320 ahead, 7 wickets in hand. They're going for Anderson. See if he can get a few more runs. There's still 2 days left in this test. If we can get to the end, let's get a little bit more aggressive. Really put England to the sword. Kohli makes 50. He's been quite reserved. Doesn't have to bat too aggressively. And that's the end of the day. Great session. No wickets lost. Kohli 59. Shreyas Iyer 44. India lead by 400. That's probably enough, but we're going to continue on batting. Probably for a session or a session and a half. Really make it tough for the English. Heads are starting to drop. Shreyas Iyer's gone as he looked to up the aggression. Let's get Pant nice and aggressive. See if Kohli can get to 100 as well. Moving close. Oh, Pant's gone for 24. Bit of an unselfish innings. Going for a smash. Jadeja's gone. Kind of want... Oh no. Kohli might run out of partners. Let's put the highlights on. We probably want to declare at the end of this session. Let's get Kohli to 100. Come on, Kohli. Don't get out. Oh, that's Yadav. Nice 4. 3 minutes to go. Ah, we can't declare. Can't declare Kohli on 94. It's just too mean. Beautiful 4 down the ground. He's on 99. 500 lead for India. Kohli, magnificent 100 in the 2nd innings. The pitch is turning. Raise the bat. Anderson's looking for, let's just be really aggressive. Oh, send Yadav in. He's a bit of a slogger. Why not? Oh, he's out. That'll be the end of the innings. Let's declare. Let's not throw it all away. 302 for 9. Coley unbeaten on 107. Iyer 64. Matt Parkinson 3 wickets. Wokes 3 wickets. So really it's just Broad who didn't take... he only took the 2 wickets in the first innings. So 2 for 175 for him. England need a mammoth 513 for victory. Probably not going to use the seam bowlers too much in this innings. Let's get the field aggressive for Yadav. Oh, it swung away late. It's a good little start here from England. I may have spoken too soon. Could be all about the spin in this second innings. Yadav's caught Burns' edge. The edge of Rory Burns' bat. He's got 1. Let's bring Yadav in. He could be my number 1 spinner here. Ahead of the 2 spinners who have been in the team for a while. Yadav to Joe Denley. Oh, he's lucky he's just been struck outside the line. Joe Denley struggling. He needs a big score to stay in the team. Average of just 30. Batting at 3 for England. Ashwin to Dom Sibley. His pitch is really going to start turning. Ashvin's looking for a couple of wickets himself. See if someone can take a bag. Oh, we didn't even get Jadeja on. Poor Jadeja. Alright, I might just bring the seamers on for 2 or 3 each. Even though it is a seaming wicket. Still 400 to win for England. Starting off well. There's Denley. It's what he does all the time. It's the Joe Denley special. 20 odd runs. He always seems to get a start. And then struggle. Let's get Jadeja in. Hasn't had a bowl yet. Gave Yadav a nice long bowl. He was doing a good job. Get this aggression back. 400 to win from England. 400. Somebody did ask me down in the comments, I know if you've watched in this far, if I was going to play any other cricket games. And yeah, I am planning to play through my collection from Super International Cricket right the way through to Cricket 19. I do have a couple of Cricket 19 videos on my channel. I attempted a career mode. It was before I had a microphone though, so as Yadav gets Sibley caught behind. So it is me playing without any commentary, but you can have a watch if you like. I'm not pressuring you to watch the whole thing, but if you want to have a little look, did a little career mode so you can see what happens when you select a career in Cricket 19. So plenty of games I've been going through as well, trying to learn the control. Spummer gets Pope. Super International Cricket was the game I played as a kid a lot. And then on the PS1 I've got a few cricket games. I don't have all of them, but I do have Shane Warne Cricket and Brian Lara Cricket 99. They're the same game, they're just rebranded in different territories. And I've got Cricket 2000 as well on the PS1. That's gone. And then on the PS2, there's lots of cricket games on the PS2. It seemed to be the era for plenty of cricket games. Cricket 2002, Cricket 2004, EA Cricket 2007. You got Ricky Ponting 2005 and Ricky Ponting 2007. Plenty of those. The PS3 had International Cricket 2009 and 10. I believe there were a couple others as well. Just can't remember what they were. Oh, Don Bradman Cricket. That came out on the PS3. And then on the PS4 was Don Bradman as well. Ashes Cricket. Cricket 19. A few cricket games. Big Bash Boom, which I haven't played yet. Okay, and Stokes is gone to Bumrah. 4 wickets left. This game's just kind of drifting away here from England. It's almost just waiting for the inevitable wickets. Let's get Yadav on for a couple. Let's get the spinners back on. Yadav's done a really great job. Ashwin's still struggling for wickets though. Still struggling along. Oh, that was a huge wrong one. Yadav's got another wicket. Can Jadeja get one here? Can Jadeja get one here? Doesn't quite get one. Does Yadav, but Jadeja's looking good. Alright, let's give Ashvin a little bowl. Yadav doing an excellent job. Oh, that's pitched outside leg. Definitely hitting the stumps, probably hitting middle stump. Alright, the new ball is available. So let's go back to the pace bowlers. Bumrah. Oh, it's just beating the outside edge. And Yadav. Oh, dropped. We're into day 5. I'm be pretty surprised if England survive all this time. Joe Root is still in. He's going to try and bat the whole day. Broad's been trapped LBW. There's lunch on day 5. 2 sessions to go. Matty Parkinson got a golden duck in the first game. Hasn't faced any yet. Let's go full and straight at him. Can he get a golden pair? He has! Golden pair for Matt Parkinson. Oh, that is so good. He's gone for 2 golden ducks in his very first test match. I wonder if that's happened to anybody. I remember Ryan Harris getting a golden pair for Australia against England in the Ashes. But I don't know if anyone's got a golden duck on debut. Golden pair on debut. That was highly exciting. And poor Jim Anderson comes in at the end. Batting average of 9. It's not bad for number 11. Not the worst number 11 of all time. Glenn McGrath. No, not Glenn McGrath. Did get a test 50. There are a few players over time who have struggled to make any contribution. Oh, I know who the worst number 11 is of all time. You're probably screaming at it. Screaming at your screen. Trying to tell me it's Chris Martin of New Zealand. His batting average was about 2.5. I think he got about 40 ducks as well. I might have a quick look for lowest test average. Do the filter few option and pick somebody with at least 20 test matches. I think Chris Martin will be there. There's the catch. Yadav's taken Anderson. 1. He batted for 45 minutes for his 1. Joe Root, 85 not out. Try to hold the innings together. Let's have a look at the match summary. 261 run victory for India. Virat Kohli was the man of the match. Contributors in the first innings: Kohli 85, Rahul 79, Iyer 75, 6 wickets for Jimmy Anderson. Then England batted, couldn't really put together too much. Root was the best with 46, 3 for Yadav, 4 for Kuldeep Yadav, Bumrah 2, Jadeja just chipping in with 1. Instead of making England follow on, we did bat again. Virat Kohli 107, magnificent runs. Shreyas Iyer handy 64. Anderson, Wokes and Parkinson all chipped in with 3. And in the second innings, it took nearly 100 overs, but it was really shared. 7 wickets from the seamers, which was surprising considering it was turning square. 3 for Kuldeep Yadav, 74 for Dom Sibley, 85 not out for Joe Root. England have won the very first test match. I remembered I was going to check a few things for you. I'll try and remember what they were. It wasn't the Test Championship. Oh, there we go. It was the England touring squad. So who have they got? They've got Collar Cadmore in from Yorkshire, Hayne, Zach Crawley. Jofra Archer is in the squad. Ollie Stone, who seems to have injured himself with a hamstring. There's no other spinners in the squad. That's really strange that you would go to India with just 1 spinner. And they got Tung. Gee. What an interesting selection. No other spinner at all. So just Matt Parkinson, who I assume is just going to play all the games. So that was weird. Let's have a quick look at... I'll do like this. You can go all time. This is a great source of finding out information as well if you do it before you play any games. The stats are really good and in-depth. So if we look at... Alright, batting average, the lowest one. And we'll do even retired players. Can I go lowest? There's Don Bradman at the top. Oh, we go Test cricket as well. Test cricket. Oh, okay, you can't do reverse. But we can scroll all the way down to the bottom. And you're going to have people with just a handful of test matches. But here he is, Chris Martin, 2.37. Definitely the worst test batsman in history. 36 ducks. 12 was his highest score. No 6s ever. Strike rate of just 20. Poor Chris Martin. I love how he's got 52 not outs because the people at the other end had so little faith. They would just smash away. Who's the second worst? Who's played a fair few? 35. Who's this fella? Maninder Singh. When did he play? Oh, in the 80s and 90s. I don't really remember him too much. Do you know what's weird about that is he has a first class 100 and then a test match average of just 3.81. Okay, yes, Chandrasekhar from the 60s, average of just 4, so he didn't really like much of a bat either. And there should be a few West Indians in here as well. Oh, Doshi, another Indian. Sorry, Indian fans. Lots of good bowlers, but people who struggled. Phil Tufnell for England. He wasn't very good with the bat either. They did squeeze out of first class. 50. All right, let's keep it the same. Same team, I think. No real worries about changing it up too much. All right, we'll go Bumrah. Yeah, let's just keep the same 11. When you've had such a good win, why not? All right, let's get some physios on. Physio. Let's give it to Bumrah there. I don't know why I have to do this every single time. I don't really know. Oh, that'll do. I don't really know what else it adds. Okay. What else is happening around the world? Ireland beat Afghanistan by 99 runs. And then Afghanistan won in the return match. Alright, let's get on to the second match though. So this doesn't go too long. I like this. We can just pick the same team and it does everything for you. That's pretty good. Should be another... I'll just check. Any rain? No. Beautiful day. Spinning pitch again. Let's have a look at the English lineup. No Zach Crawley. But if we go current comp, they have replaced Joe Denley. What a surprise. With Hayne, who I don't really know who he is. But no Zach Crawley. Which is interesting. And this time we'll go heads. Oh, we've lost the toss. We will bowl. Let's have a quick check of Hayne here at 3, 25 years old, played a couple of one-days, 43, which like I said in the first test is a pretty good average for English first-class cricket. This will be interesting. I don't actually mind bowling first. Oh, I thought it was going to be a run-out. Oh, it's just got in, I think. Just got in. Umpire didn't even move. Lazy. Come on, get yourself over to the side. Didn't want to do it. Alright, let's get bowling in. We've still gone with the 3 spinners. Again. Oh, right in the chest. It's got to hurt. And let's get Yadavin. And then Ashwin as well. Ashwin has been struggling this year. Not a lot of wickets. 13 wickets at 40. Didn't take a wicket in the first game. Good first class game there to help him out. This could really help. Wickets could start coming. Yes, that's hitting leg stump. Dom Sibley, gone. So England probably still want a couple of wins or maybe a couple of draws to keep them in the hunt for the World Test Championship. If they don't win any at all, it won't be them. It will be Pakistan or Australia will be there. Ashwin's got 2 early on. Haynes come in on debut. He's done better than Matt Parkinson. Oh, could have spoken too soon. Oh, that's Plum. He's gone for 12. Trap Plum in front. Umpire has to give that one out. Hitting the off stump. Gone for 12. Ollie Pope is in. England struggling against the spin. Let's get Ashwin on. Just when you think you've got 2 spinners tiring, you've got a 3rd spinner to come in. That can be tricky though, because there's always going to be a spinner who probably looks like they're missing out, not getting enough overs, not getting enough wickets, which is Ashwin in the first match. But you just stick with them as an inside edge for 4. Seamers have been pretty ineffective. Joe Root, he's looking for that 100. Doesn't get a lot of 100s, a lot of 50s. That 50 to 100 ratio for Joe Root is quite low. And have a quick look here. 19, hundreds, 50-50s. You probably want that to be probably 250s for every 100. He hasn't hit that, surely. England not doing too bad of a job, squeezing up near 200. This could be an important wicket. It is. Ashwin's got Ollie Pope. It's Ashwin's day. He's doing a great job. I do like this combo of a left arm leg spinner. Another catch there for Kohli. He's got Josh Bottler for just 2. I like the off spinner, left arm leg spinner combo. It's quite a rare combination bowling partnership. And they're really keeping Jadeja out of the bowling attack. Just when I said England were doing a great job, 191 for 3, they've lost 2 quick ones. And Ashwin really getting into a good rhythm to Joe Root. He's not Kohli this time, but it's caught at short leg. Spinning out of the rough. He's gone for 79. Another 50 without going on to make 100. Here's Chris Wokes. If he gets this first ball, it'd be Matt Parkinson on a hat-trick. Here's his stumped first ball. He's gone. Chris Wokes wandering down the pitch. Oh no, Stuart Broad. I thought it was going to be Matt Parkinson on a hat-trick. Stuart Broad's in. Ashwin's taken 5. Trying to get Jadeja back on. I just can't. Just Yadav and Ashwin doing all the damage. That's gone as well. He's trapped Broad plum for 1. Matt Parkinson. Golden duck. I'm just going to watch this ball. Will it be out? He's got 2 Goldens to start his career. Oh, he's left a wide one. Now his next goal is to try and get off the mark. Let's put those highlights back on. Oh, he does. He hits a nice 4. That'd be relief after 2 Goldens. Yadav to Stokes. Oh, he's got in. He snicked one. He's batted for half an hour for just 2. He's seen wickets crumble all around him. No resistance from the tail at all today. Jimmy could go first ball. He's thrown it up. Inside edge. Yes, the umpire quick to raise the finger. And England, just as I said they were doing well, as one of the worst collapses of all time, they've lost 7 for 14. That is appalling from England. They were 3 for 191. They lost 7 for 14. Check out this lineup. You'd see this in a one-day international towards the end of an innings, but not in a test match. Root and Pope went, and then none for Buttler, 2 for Stokes, none, 1, 5, 1, none. Gee, let's have a look at these partnerships here. Nothing at all. Terrible from England. Look at all these wickets towards the end. With just a wicket almost every single over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in just 10 overs. Losing their last 7 wickets. No wonder Jadeja couldn't get back on for a bowl. Bumrah and Yadav ineffective with the ball today. Yadav 5 for 50. Ashwin 5 for 48. Jadeja just the 4 overs. Joe Root batted well again. No support really from the middle and lower order. It was a disaster. And just as England was setting up well in this match, let's put the highlights on, they have thrown it away. They need a good bowling performance. Broad needs some wickets. He got just 2 in the first match. Or could India grind away for a big score? Broad's trapped Sharma Plum in front for just 11. That's the start England wanted, one before the break. Now we've got Agarwal and Rahul. What can they do? Beautiful shot on the onside. Broad through the offside. Fantastic shot. Pulls it away. Chris Wokes is on. He's first over. Alright, let's turn the highlights off. Do have the luxury now of just grinding away. I know I say that a lot, but that's how you win in Test cricket. Few people were critical of Dom Sibley's innings batting so long, but that's just perfect Test cricket batting. You just grind your opponent down, especially early on in a Test series. Rahul is gone. Do you know what? I'll just put wickets on so you can see. Although when it cuts to a highlight, you know they're going to get out. But that's okay. Stokes has at least got 4 overs. Matty Parkinson is on. That's the end of day 1. 99 for 2, just 106 behind. Agarwal undefeated, brought 2 wickets. It was definitely India's day. Kohli's looking set up to bat all day. Hopefully. Oh no, he's out. He snicked that behind. Do you know what? I hate just wickets. I'm going to make it chances. Then at least there's a chance they don't get out. Oh, Agarwal's gone as well for 49. England fighting back in this match. Pantanaya are in. Matty Parkinson, what can he do? Gee, that was a huge over. What happened there? I meant to put this run rate on as well. England did bat very quickly. There used to be... oh, there we go. There it is. 3 sixes off Chris Wokes from Pant. Absolutely smashed him. Parkinson to Shreyas Iyer. Is this going to be out? Nope. They're pushing on. No 50s yet from the Indians. But everybody contributing, which is a really big help. That's down leg side. Why is that a highlight? Still no 50s. Ayer's moved to 49. The run rate has increased rapidly. 50 for Ayer. He makes the first 50 of the innings. It's been a good fight back. England did a great job to get India 4 down for 124. Parkinson bowling around the wicket. I'm not sure why. Shane Warne only did that if Australia were being absolutely smashed. 50 each for Ayer and Pant. I'm going to turn those highlights off. Sometimes they make me feel a bit nervous. Broad's got 3, but he's gone for a few. Can Shreyas Iyer get his first Test 100? Still 20 away. The new ball's coming. They might just leave it 2 more overs. Oh, Pant's gone. Bowl Parkinson for 70. It's really helped out. He's gone through, hit the off stump. England taking the new ball. It's just be a little bit defensive for Shreyas Iyer. Half an hour to go before tea. Oh, he's gone for 88. Only 1 slip in. He's hit it straight to, I think it's Joe Root there at first slip. It is indeed. Oh, I should know because in one video he took 5 catches in one. I think it was a one-day international. And Joe Root took 5 catches at first slip and dropped 1. Couldn't believe it. Just kept going to Joe Root no matter what India did. Kept going there. 300 for 6. Let's be a little bit more aggressive. The worm here ticking away, ticking away. It's these lower order partnerships that really, really hurt the opposing side. Because you think 300 for 6, you're in with a chance. A big 100-run partnership. It's really going to take the game away from you. Especially when 7 and 8 make a 50 each, as they've done here, almost. Ashwin 49, 396 for 6. It's been a wonderful partnership of 101. England looking a long way out of this game. Jadeja's gone 51. Ashwin finally makes his 50. Yadav looking to be aggressive. Both Yadavs. Just going to chip in for a little bit more. Jim's got 3 wickets. Jimmy Anderson. Matt Parkinson's been a little bit ineffective. He's probably going to have to play every game though, because they've only picked the 1 spinner. He's got 5 of 46. That's not too bad. England require 240 just to make India bat again. I'm not sure they can do that. India could be going 2-0 up in the series. A dominating force in Test cricket. India got some pace on. Let's let these two have 6 or 7 overs each. And then it's time for spin. Terrorised England in the first innings. It was Ashwin early. And then Yadav later. That's just going down leg. What was he bowling around the wicket for? So what can Burns and Sibley do? Oh, he's trapped him in front. Well done. Yadav's got Burns. Maybe Jadeja might get a little bit of a bowl this innings. Ashwin's gone through Dom Sibley. Just looks like a matter of time as well. Just grinding down the English. Just grinding them down. There's another catch. Jadeja's so good in there with Kohli on the leg side. We'll push that through. This could be run out. Yeah, he'll just get in. Puts in the big effort. Ashwin to Root. Batted so well in the first innings. He's hit it to Kohli. It's bounced. It's just bounced. Just bounced. We might let poor Jadeja come on for a little... Just a little bowl. Oh, that's high. There's no fielder out there. Oh, there is. But it's gone for 6. 6 from Joe Root. He's trying to hang in. Trying to do whatever he can for his team. Oh, that was an expensive over. Alright, let's get a little bit of pace on. Haven't taken a wicket yet, the pace bowlers in this test. Yeah, haven't done a great job there either. Oops, that was the wrong angle to bowl from. Bowl over the wicket. Left arm over. You'd have to Root. Or, no, he should be in as well. It's a good fighting in the second innings. Only 70 behind. So can they set something up for India to chase? You never know on a turning deck. Matty Parkinson could take a bag cheaply. You just never know. Thought that was... Oh, it is edged. Just a fine edge. That's not helped. Joss Buttler, golden duck in the first innings. Oh, he gets away with it. Thought it was going to be a pair. Not quite as bad as Matt Parkinson's pair. Poor Jadeja's not getting much of the ball at all. Yadav keeps toiling away, like all good spinners do. Alright, let's bring the pace bowlers on for the end. I know the new ball's in 16 overs, but there's only 20 minutes left. Can there be a wicket from the seamers? That looks like it is. Oh, what a diving catch. That is incredible. Who's in there under the lid? It's Jadeja. What a fielder. What a screamer. Can Bumrah get a wicket? It's really the last stand. Stokes and Buttler. England are 5 down. They're essentially none for 5 because the scores are tied. Whatever these last 5 make, which in the first innings wasn't many, will be the score India need to chase. Can they maybe get 100 just to give themselves half a chance? Just an outside, once-in-a-lifetime chance. Could happen. Whoops, I meant to put the spinners on. But Yadav has trapped Buttler. And he's gone through Stokes. And we'll bring Yadav on, but we'll keep other Yadav on. It's confusing with 2 Yadavs. Yeah, the tail didn't offer much resistance in the first innings. They're just 25 ahead. That's not going to win you a test match. You're going to struggle to win many. 100 though, it has happened before. Broad wanders out his crease for a duck. Matt Parkinson, he struggled for runs. His average is just 2.5. Can Yadav pick up a 5? I might bowl him with the new ball as well. Yeah, let's go new ball. Let's go Yadav for 1. We'll go other Yadav. He can bowl spin with the new ball from the other end. Doesn't matter, he can bowl with it. And we'll give it to Bumrah as well. Matty Parkinson's made 5, so he's improving each time. Although I think he made 8 or 12 in the first innings. But better than his last test. Jimmy's in, just 37 ahead. That's not going to be enough. That's not even going to be a hint of excitement in the chase. Unless these last 2 could put on some runs, but they can't. Jimmy's gone for another duck. How many test ducks for Jimmy Anderson? I'm sure it's the most in test. Oh, no, it's not. Just 28. Chris Martin had 36. You just think with the longevity of his career, he might have had a few more ducks, but he doesn't. But it is his 3rd duck in 4th. It is his 3rd duck in 4 innings in this series. Look at that. There we go. 0-1, 0-0. Batting of just 0.25 in the series. 3 ducks in this series alone. Alright, let's finish this off nice and quick. Let's put the highlights on. 38 to win. Try and finish it quickly. Even Agarwal's getting in the aggressive action. No point hanging around. It's a great first over. I think it really... Oh, there's a wicket. I think it really demoralises the opposition if they're chasing a small total and you just smash it in a couple of overs. You do run the risk of losing a few wickets, though. Here we go. I think this is just the 6th over. Oh, no. Keeper's missed it. 4 byes to finish the test match. And it took just 5.5 overs to make the 40 runs. needed for victory. India go 2-0 up in the series. It's a long way back from England, so you're going to have to tune in tomorrow, see if they can come back. Man of the match is Yadav for his 9 wickets. Does he have a Test 10 for? He doesn't. It's a shame he couldn't just get one more. So Root was good in both innings for 78. Ashwin and took 5 in the first. Yadav 9 wickets. Umesh Yadav took 3. Bumrah just 2 for the match. Jadeja couldn't get much of a bowl. And batting for India, really just the 1 innings required. The middle order were great. Iyer 88. Pant 70, Jadeja 51, Ashwin from number 8, 68. Very handy indeed. He's probably unlucky not to get man of the match himself, Ashwin, for 6 wickets and a 60. But Yadav's 9 wickets gets the job done. 2-0 up in the series. Stay tuned for tomorrow. It's part 12. The remaining 3 test matches will be played. Can England hold on? It doesn't change this, which is annoying. But we'll see who makes the finals of the World Test Championship. Have a wonderful day and see you tomorrow.